I think the WASC report is very important for Humboldt State, and one of the other points that they made there was that our governance system was very decentralized, that we did not have centralized ways of looking at things like curriculum, for example. The provost worked very hard with the Senate this last year to get a new curriculum review process in place, which simplifies and coordinates it, which I think is really going to be good for the future of students at Humboldt State. One of the things that I harass Bob about all the time is general education. I happen to think general education is one of the most important things that we do for students at Humboldt State, and we haven't looked at it very much in a long time, and we haven't been able to really look at it in a systematic way and ask what can we do which is really the best for students. The provost, he mentioned his academic program prioritization. That is extremely important. It's the first time in a long, long time that I'm aware of that anybody in the university has really looked hard at academic programs. And let me emphasize, this was not something the provost and I sat down and said, you know, let's get rid of Department X, Y, and Z. He got a group of faculty members alone. They did it. They asked people within the departments to provide information further, and they made those judgments. And frankly, looking over it myself, I think they did an excellent job. I don't agree 100% with what they came up with, but they did an excellent job, and that's a real advantage. And I think that program prioritization process, the provost created a cabinet for institutional change, which brought together, again, a bunch of faculty and staff and student. There's a student on it, right, Bob? And they have done some really very good things. We're looking at the governance structure of the university now to see if we can't improve it somewhat and attract more people into governance structure in the university. All of those things, I think, are going to position us well for WASC. I will be flabbergasted if we aren't reaccredited. I think the chances of not being reaccredited are very, very small.
What are some of the things that like just a few examples, like what has the cabinet and institutional change done?
I'll let the provost answer that because he's working closely with them.
If there's 5 areas they're looking at, student success, governance, vision, institutional research, and collegiality. Governance, what we're doing is we're recommending that we bring in a group from we look at a couple governance systems in other campuses and see maybe what changes we want to make in our current governance structure. Student success, there's a number of things going forward. We're working on enrollment management, retention, recruitment plans. These are campus-wide plans. Learning outcomes, big part of what WASC wants, and the cabinet's involved in that, so there'd be a couple examples in those areas.